Welcome back, everybody, and we are on our way back to Tomasa to drop off a very injured Shadow. We're not sure what happened to make him so injured. We thought he was okay when we left the floating continent, but who knows, maybe he's been injured ever since then. We don't necessarily know. Shadow doesn't share things with us. It's okay, though. We appreciate him. Alright, so you were having a nightmare. Yes, he was. Even ninjas have nightmares. Ooh. We get to peek into Shadow's past. You came to fetch me, but I won't be coming back. I want you and the girl to live in a peaceful world. Some time ago, so we'll give it a different voice other than my usual Shadow voice. This is actually a hint of something that we can do later, so I'll explain in a second as soon as we get this cutscene done. Ooh. So now that we've had this interesting story told, let's rest here for a moment. And there you go. So you actually can talk to Shadow now. Are you okay?
No need to worry. It's just a scratch. Also, he's gonna stand guard, so you just relax. Yes. I'll be gone in no time.
So basically to tell you that he's in good hands, that Interceptor will take care of him. And welcome everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. I'm very happy to have you guys here. I hope everybody's having a good week thus far. Me, it's been busy just getting ready for Christmas, as well as getting all of the work done that I need to. Now that I can actually say it, basically what this is hinting at is, and we will be doing this on this playthrough, if you take Shadow, like when you can officially acquire him as a character, when you take him to specific inns at towns, he will have flashbacks to his previous life before he became Shadow. So we will actually explore those because there is an interesting little bit of information that you learn about Shadow in there. We're also learning some other side quests that you can take on. She mentions Ebot's Rock. We'll probably do that in a while. After the end of the world, I awoke all alone in Doma Castle. When I would try to sleep there, demons would come for me. Oh, I don't want to remember that. That's actually going to be our next destination. We're going to be going to what remains of Doma Castle as the next side quest. It's actually considered one of the hardest ones in the end game for Final Fantasy VI. But yeah, we will also be doing the other cutscenes with Shadow to be able to show you guys that, because you do learn something very interesting about Shadow, and you can only learn it through those cutscenes. So you guys will enjoy that when we actually get there. But again, happy Thursday to everybody. I actually almost forgot what day it was yet again. But now we're actually we're getting ready to go do a quick grinding break, and then we will head over to Doma Castle. But as people know, I don't put the grinding on camera, as you can see. So we will head over to Doma Castle, one of the hardest endgame dungeons to tackle in Final Fantasy VI. I actually used to hate this when I would beat it on my own, simply because its end boss is ridiculously hard. And while there is a trick to him, and we will probably be using that trick, he's a pain. The best way that I know how to describe, like, if you want to see how hard this boss is and you don't know his trick, if you haven't seen the, I can't remember what, I think it was like the 15th or the 20th anniversary live stream that Jesse Cox and the Game Station did of Final Fantasy VI, they play through it, and they actually had Gerard the Completionist on there. He was tackling that final boss, and he hated it. And for good reason. It's a pain in the butt. And there it is, Doma Castle. But here's the thing. As much of a pain as it is, you actually do get a lot of really good rewards out of finishing Doma Castle. So we're going to be able to, we're going to need to do it, one of which is to get the final sword tech that Cyan can learn. So we're gonna want that, but also there is at least two espers, one or two espers that you can actually get in Doma Castle, and they are good ones. They will teach a lot of good magic. So we don't want to necessarily miss out on that. We also get some really good relics and weapons, things like that. So this is going to be overall very worthwhile. That is, of course, if I could actually get out of this battle and enter Doma Castle. Jiminy Christmas. Random encounters. So yeah, again, I hope everybody's having a good week. Like I said, it's been busy for me. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to play a whole lot of games aside from the ones that I'm reviewing. But this is going to be an interesting week because, as you guys saw yesterday, I put up my review of... it was Nova Covert Ops Mission Pack 2, so you guys can finally see my opinions on that. But I'm not done yet. This Friday afternoon will be another review, and that will be for No Man's Sky. Oh boy, I have been regretting that one, and I will let you guys go see the video to be able to tell why, but I've been regretting doing that review. I've done quite a bit of gameplay on it, and, well... You guys will have to see my reaction to it. Obviously, you guys can't tell it's not good, but or my reaction isn't good. But I will let you guys be the judge of that. But that will be coming out Friday afternoon, and I'm trying to get as many of these reviews done as I can so that at the end of the year, I can do my top 5, I'm not sure on the number yet, but top 5 best games of 2016 and top 5 disappointing games of 2016. I am tempted to add in top 5 expansions of 2016. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys would like to see that, because a lot of the stuff that I've reviewed this year has been expanded content, and I kind of want to give that its own list because it doesn't really deserve to be on a top 5 best games. For that, you want best games. And so at that point, maybe I'll do expansions, and that'll include, like, mission packs, things like that. And maybe I'll also do a disappointing one, because I've had some disappointing expanded content this year. And actually, you know what? Maybe what I'll do is I'll merge it all into one video. That'll probably be helpful. But you guys have so much more coming out. I know that the regular schedule is not going to be going on, but you guys will still be getting content on the channel. I'm very happy to say that. Because I know a lot of people who've reached out to me and gone, so you're not going to do anything for 2 weeks. That's not necessarily one of the best ideas. And yes, I'm going to be putting out content, but it's more so I can kick back and relax like I want to. So at that point, I can get the remaining content out and then maybe give myself a couple of days off so I can go rest from how busy I keep myself on a regular basis. But you guys will still get content. That'll still happen. It's going to be reviews. It's going to be the top 5s. I'm hoping to also get some of my top 5 WoW videos out because I've been hinting at that for so long, and that's going to happen. Another thing I'm really hoping to do is, if people are following the Tale of Drak, which is my Let's Play of World of Warcraft, I'm hoping that either this week or next week, I actually finish up the Burning Crusade content and start up Wrath of the Lich King, what is considered to be one of the best expansions in World of Warcraft, and we can finally start going into the questing and lore of Wrath of the Lich King. I'm very excited to bring that to you guys. And I hate to put it out this far, or this close to break, but after that, you're gonna get tons of Wrath of the Lich King content. There's lots of zones to still explore there, and there's gonna be something for everybody. Another good thing here is that it also gives me some extra time to work my way through other Final Fantasy games, including 15, which, believe it or not, I haven't really been able to put a whole lot of time into. And we're going to do a bonus episode on the podcast for it, so better get to it. Oh, what's going on here? So Cyan can't wake up, and we have these guys. I'm Curly. Okay. I'm Larry. Oh. I'm Mo. Three Stooges. We're the Three Stooges. I can't do Three Stooges, guys, sorry. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. This man's soul is ours. Today we dine well. Yeah, you guys get it. So these guys enter into Cyan's mind and start to eat his soul, Well, we can't have any of that, so we've got to go in and save Cyan. For some reason, we can just do that. It's Final Fantasy. Don't question it. Wait, Bill, I saw you question it. No, don't question it. You don't question moon logic. That doesn't happen. All right, back in your seat. That's the way it goes. I'm sorry, I don't know if you guys heard my phone buzzing. It was just me trying to get some additional work done while I'm recording this with you. That's how busy things are right now. I'm trying to make sure that I can get as much done in a day so that I actually can take a holiday break off and spend some time with my family. So, speaking of my family, you guys want me to tell more stories about that. We actually just barely put up our Christmas tree. And this is the first time we've been able to do that with my daughter in the house. We actually didn't really decorate for Christmas last year, mainly because when you have an infant, you don't have a whole lot of time. So this time around, we decided, okay, she's probably old enough. We can do this, and we put the Christmas tree up, and she lit up. She was very interested in why the tree branches were glowing and wanting to touch the light bulbs. I don't think we're going to decorate the tree. I'm really worried that she's in that grabby phase where she wants to grab everything and mess around with it. And I'm really worried that since a good portion of our Christmas tree ornaments are somewhat breakable, I don't want to have an accident. So we might just leave the lights on and let that be it. Although it was interesting, she, when we brought her over to the tree, she actually kind of grabbed some branches and had some fun. But when we put her down, it's not like she went back over to the tree. So maybe we'll be okay. I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Hopefully I will be able to get some good pictures that I can put up in videos and you guys can enjoy. But I don't usually do that kind of thing. Mainly because I tend to forget that I need to do it. And a couple of you guys are always asking for, can you give me can you give us a picture of your daughter or anything like that? I don't know if I want to do it in a video. That's the thing. I do have a Q&A coming up for Gaming with the Geeks, so because I do actually get some questions too, and I would like to be able to address those as well. And that might be the last Q&A of the year because me and Aldo are still working on Resident Evil. So I might just get my Q&A done and call that a year, and then we'll continue on with Resident Evil with Aldo. Back off! I'm gonna mess with you unless my brothers are here. See ya! So there you go. We actually are separated, so now we can get Sabin back. Now we have Sabin, so we have 2 party members. Now we just need to locate Edgar. Hopefully that won't be too difficult. But yeah, there you go. There's my holiday story. We're having a lot of fun with my baby girl. She's just discovering snow for the first time and doesn't really want to go play with it, but it does fascinate her a little bit that everything just kind of goes white out outside. She's more into the crawling phase than anything else, so she likes to crawl around and explore, more particularly in Daddy's office. So, and unfortunately in my office, like, I don't know if you guys can actually tell when I have the webcam on, but everything's pretty much within reach of her. So I always have that difficult time of pulling her away from stuff, and then she gets mad because she wants to play with it, and I'm saying no because I'm a mean daddy. What can I say? But yeah, we'll figure out a way to be able to showcase more family stuff. I have been tempted to replicate a podcast that I used to follow very regularly from Scott Johnson called Diary of a Cartoonist, where he would like do these little 10-20 minute segments and just explain something that happened that given week. Yeah, we get it. You're not going to mess with us unless your brothers are here. That's okay, because we got our brother back. Now that we have Edgar, we can start looking for these dream Stooges. So I've actually thought about emulating that to some extent, where like he would take a 10-20 minute segment and just talk about something that happened in that given week for him. And he never made it regular. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I fell off of it, because it wasn't a regular thing, but when there was a new episode, I did watch it. Or I did not watch it. It's a podcast. I listened to it. And so maybe that'll be something to do here, is like just do little diaries of, or like Dracaries, I don't know what I'd call it. I always try to incorporate Drak into it, just because that's my branding, but oh well. I'll figure that out, and obviously I'll bring you guys in for whatever I figure out. And of course, the biggest question that I've gotten for the Final Fantasy videos is, how much have you been playing of Final Fantasy 15? Not a whole lot. I played a little bit, and I am enjoying it still. So, I've made it a goal to at least get through a certain amount of hours, like 10 hours at the very least, before we do the bonus episode on Geek News, because we have a lot of people who are playing 15 right now. Aldo's going to be on the podcast, I believe. Romney's going to be on it, who just, I think, barely got a PS4. So that's actually kind of an ideal purchase for him, since he was interested in 15. Brinton will probably be on there, but I'm not 100% certain on that. I need to talk to him. But he was interested in doing 15 on his channel as well. I think the only person that isn't going to be there is Alex. And Alex isn't going to be there simply because he's not interested in Final Fantasy. It's not his thing. Plus, he'll be too busy doing his 12 days of anime, so I'm okay with that. Which he just barely told me that apparently another series that I've recommended to him is actually going to make it into the 12 days, so that'll be interesting when it comes up. And we're just continuing to make our way through, for lack of a better term, Cyan's dream world is what this is. It's Cyan's mind, Cyan's soul. Trying to save Cyan's soul, who's always been having some struggles in this game. It's kind of why I like the character. The character is never like, it's not, life isn't perfect for him. And here are our little friends, the Dream Stooges. We're the 3 Dream Stooges. Yeah, we know. Quiet you. Good, everyone's here. Let's rumble. So this is a unique boss fight because there is actually an order to it. Much like the Delta Triplets, or the Delta Triplets in 4, you actually will need to kill specific ones in order, and you'll notice that I paused the screen there. I actually had to confirm the order. So the one that we're actually going to want to kill, I believe, is the one at the top, because he's the legit healer. Yes, you want these guys healing. But that's alright. Unfortunately, though, we can't use the Vanish Doom glitch on them, so we'll actually have to fight them. Aw, I know like a couple of people are going, fine! Finally, he's gonna play a boss right. I'm only playing a boss right because the game won't let me play it wrong. I could honestly play these guys legit and be fine with it, but I like exploiting it. I think it's the dumbest thing ever that exploits like that are still left in the game. I get it during the development stage, but eventually you have to remove them. But in some cases, like with Square Enix or Capcom, no, they don't. Konami made it their habit of, I mean, that's the reason we have the Konami code, is because they all actually made it a habit to incorporate the Konami code into as many things as they could. Ooh, there we go. We got one down. No! Ice 2 on himself, and then it bounced back. Ouch. And this is actually where I figured out that I killed the wrong guy, because Curly up there is the one that I need to kill. He not only heals, but he resurrects. And it's just more crap I gotta deal with. Thankfully, though, now I know who I need to take out. Owie. Well, if I take out another one, I'm not necessarily against that, but we're going to take out Curly so that we can get the heals taken care of. No! Oh, I remember how frustrated I was when I recorded this, because he kept on stoning Edgar, and Edgar's like my good single-target damage character at this given point. Like, when I gotta heal somebody, Celeste is off doing something else instead of attacking. Alright, now that we got that taken care of, and my health is okay, Well, thank you for healing yourself. I appreciate that. Ah! Excuse me. More reflect. Pummel the crap out of somebody. I don't care who. Yes, take care of our friend here. I don't know how far down in health he is, but he should be pretty far. That's the one I wanted. Fire 2! And Curly is dead, so there's no more resurrections, no more heals. No, nothing like that, people. That's not how this game works. I don't know why I'm doing a Jamaican accent, but I am. And you just gotta deal with it, man. Oh, okay, there we go. We got Larry taken care of. Now we just got to kill Mo. And Mo's, of course, got Bolt 3. This game hates me occasionally. Pummel him. I want him dead. Chainsaw! Kill him! Not that chainsaw! Ow. We gotta kill him! Bolt 2, is that it? Yes! So the Dream Stooges are now officially taken care of, and we can travel further into the mind of Cyan and learn his deepest, darkest secrets. Which, I hate to disappoint you, he doesn't really have any. That's the sad part about Cyan, is that he's a virtuous individual. He doesn't really hold any secrets. So if you're hoping to learn something unique about him, well, you will, but it's not going to be anything like a skeleton in the closet. He doesn't really have any of those. I guess that's why I really latch on to Cyan, is he is the epitome of a virtuous knight in this game, whereas everybody has at least some kind of secret. And this place looks awfully familiar. Yes, we're in another section of Cyan's soul or mind, whatever you want to call it, and this one is resembling the Phantom Train. Thankfully, it's not going to be as problematic as the Phantom Train turned out to be. We'll still have some attacks here and there, but we're not going to have like an entire train of ghosts trying to chase us off the dang thing. That's going to be helpful, right? There we go. So somebody actually did have a unique question that I did want to get to in the last little bit of the episode that we have today, because we're not going to be able to finish Cyan's or the Doma Castle segment in this part. But somebody actually did want to ask me, so since all the PlayStation era Final Fantasies, which are coming up, because starting with 7, we're in the PlayStation era, the 32-bit era, whether or not I was going to play the PC version or the PlayStation version. I was planning on playing the PlayStation version. I know that there's a cleaned up version where they make the sprites look a little bit better on PC, but I mean, I've been playing all of these. I have the entire collection on PlayStation, and I've been playing them on PlayStation up until this point. I mean, 1, 2, 3, all of them have been played on, or 1 and 2 were played on PlayStation 3 via the PlayStation backwards compatibility. 3 and 4 were played the exact same way via were played via PSP, via the same concept. And then 5 and 6 have been that way too, so I might as well stick with what I have. And yeah, 7 will be on PlayStation, so will 8 and 9. We will probably upgrade when we get to 10, because I know that there's a remastered PS3 version, but there's also a PS4 version, and I would like to actually play that one. Especially since I know that when I get to the 12 remake, I'm gonna be playing that on PS4. Oh look, there's Cyan, and he's remembering all of the events that went on when he was on the Phantom Train. Oh no! You've got to run away from that ghost, Cyan. So yeah, I'm not gonna deviate from that. I'm gonna play the PlayStation version, let the original game stand for what it is, and let you guys see what it was like to be able to play those games back in the day. Because I don't hate the PlayStation version. I don't hate the PC version either. In fact, the only exposure that I've had to the PC version was my friend had it, And he had an incredibly slow PC, and it took forever to get random encounters done. It was kind of funny. Because, like, he would make an action, and then it would take, like, a full minute for the action to appear on screen. And summons, couldn't even do them. It would break the game. So, eventually he got his own PlayStation. He was able to play 7 how he wanted to. But with that battle, I think that's going to go ahead and call it for this week. When we get back, we're going to continue on in Cyan's soul, mind, whatever you want to call it, to help him get reclaimed and also gain the rewards of Doma Castle.